Hi little monsters, what the hell is happening with dating shows right now? Reality dating shows are kind of a crazy concept. It's usually something along the lines of throwing 10 to 33 different people into like a freaking mansion, and the producers are like, go bananas. And trust, humans are quick to create chaos. There's a potential to find love, break hearts, and even in some cases earn money. It comes to make some very enthralling shows like Love Island, The Bachelor, or even Too Hot to Handle. The concept within itself is raw and organic. So that explains why there's always more being made. But whenever it's missing all of the key concepts that make reality dating shows good, why do reality dating shows even exist?
She said the name.
I know.
I
know, guys. I know. Also, really quickly, I need to point out this shirt that I'm wearing. So, the first reality dating show that I've ever seen was The Bachelor / Bachelorette, and I feel like I was kind of watching it at its peak, and I feel like everyone says that about everything, especially like shows like freaking SNL. Everyone's like, oh yeah, the 90s was peak. But like, I feel like I watched The Bachelor at its peak because I had seasons like Nick Viall. He went on to be really famous with a freaking podcast. Ew, I know. I don't think we like him, right? I'm not sure. Let me not speak on it. But I feel like there was a certain point of me watching The Bachelor whenever it turned into a hot pile of garbage. And when I say that, I mean there is absolutely nothing happening. Like, it is boring as hell, and I just ended up wasting hours of my life watching girls fight over a freaking basketball.
Actually, I think I'm gonna forfeit my shot and steal Grant.
Which was also drama that I am 100% convinced was planted by the producers.
She should be disqualified.
Yeah!
One of the good seasons that I watched of The Bachelorette was Hannah Brown. That season was so good. From John Paul Jones
My palms are sweaty.
to Luke P.
This isn't over for me yet.
Oh my God, well, all right.
We got a little bit of everything, and the boys on this season stepped up their bacheloresses. Like, they put their all into everything. And Hannah Brown's season of The Bachelorette sent freaking waves through the Western Hemisphere. Dude, the whole debacle that happened after Luke P was eliminated was insane.
I'm gonna stand here all day until you...
No, you're not.
And every single time a clip shows up in my Instagram or TikTok feed, I am rewatching it like I've never seen it before. I'm like, oh my God, he said that? And I bring all of this up to say that, like, I feel there is so much real drama that can be created just by putting a bunch of people together in a house. But with that being said, I want to say about 80% of the drama that is in reality dating TV shows is scripted. Or if not scripted, then not genuine drama, if that makes sense. In The Bachelor and Bachelorette specifically, I feel like they're casting like the most boring people in the entire world. And I don't mean to be rude. And if there's anybody who's ever been on The Bachelor watching this right now, I'm sorry. You're not boring. You're watching me. So that can't make you boring. If you watch my videos, you aren't boring. That's the rules. But to a lot of these cast members, screen time is screen time, and they will go out of their way to create drama so that they can have their face be on someone's television for 45 seconds longer.
I didn't mean to offend anyone
Right.
by taking that nap. I'm sorry for sleeping, guys.
Or the show producers are gonna push it because they're like, guys, nothing's happening. No one's gonna watch if there's no drama. Guys, we need to jump some fences. We need to start some fist fights. Throw a drink on someone. I don't care. Do something. I'm not gonna say this is happening any more or less now than it was before. If anything, I feel like the earlier seasons of reality dating shows would have more manufactured drama so that it could be approved by the television network and yada, yada, yada. And now the people who are going onto the show are just causing more fake drama, and that's probably what it is. But I feel like the concept in general is going to breed, that's the word I'm looking for, breed fake drama. Even in Love Island season 6 USA, which was the best Love Island season I think I've ever seen. It was really good, but there was some talk of them after the show saying that the producers made them kind of play up some things or re-record stuff that they didn't record so that they could have extra drama for the viewers, which is crazy because you would think, like, watching that series through, you're like, oh my God, these people are really feeling everything. But like, some of it probably wasn't as genuine as we think. We've been lied to. We're getting lied to. A big part of reality dating shows is also they have a cash prize to win at the end of them as an incentive to win the show or watch the show. Maybe the audience knowing that there's like $100,000 at the end of the show, they're gonna be more willing to watch to see who gets the money, right? In Love Island USA, they have a cash prize of $100,000, and in Love Island UK, they have a cash prize of £50,000. 50,000 pounds. 50,000 quid. I think I could do a really good British accent, but I think that you guys would probably think that I'm bad. Here, let me try a little bit. Love Island USA has a cash prize of $1,000. That's quite posh. The dollars. You have to say pounds. Love Island UK Love Island UK has a cash prize of £50,000. How good was that? To be honest, I can't think of any other reason why they would have a cash prize other than the fact that it just looks good on paper. People being like, okay, so why are people watching this show? Why are people participating in the show? Other than to earn money. Because then it's like, you know, either up to America to vote for their favorite couple or their favorite person, or it's up to the couples to be like the best couple that they can be, so the producers will pick them. With that though, I feel like they created a kind of participant that would join just for money. Y'all, I completely forgot to change this doll in the background. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but I change this spot every video. I try to. And I forgot to change it, so let me change it really quick. Can you see that? No. How about now? It's a crybaby. The first person that comes to mind whenever I think about people joining reality dating shows just for money is Aaron Evans from Love Island Season 6 USA, because he stuck to the first person that he was coupled up with throughout the entire series. And you guys all probably know the Casa Amor drama where he was away from his girl for like one day and he was telling another girl that he literally loved her.
I already feel like I love you so much.
Huh?
Hello. Hi. Hello.
And obviously this blew up their whole relationship because at the point of Casa Amor, their relationship was solid as a rock and he went and ruined it. But once he got back, they made up like 12 hours after and they were kissing and sleeping in the same bed. So yeah.
I fucking love you. There you go. I said it. I fucking love you to bits. And
They got kicked off just before the finale because obviously the audience saw all of this shit and they were like, he's a piece of shit. I don't want him to win, because not only did he like, it felt like he cheated on her, but instead of apologizing to her, he freaking love bombed her. He was like, I love you. What the hell, boy? The thing is I can see what he was playing at. Like, he wanted to have that big reuniting where he was unfaithful, he kind of blew up their relationship, but he worked to get her back, and he thought that the work that he needed to put in was to say I love you, and then America would be like, they're so cute. But nobody thinks that way because he was manipulative as hell. He didn't work through any of the problems. You know, a lot of couples in shows like Love Island, they'll be couples together from the beginning and no drama happens between them, and the audience is like, okay, they didn't give enough. They didn't grow enough in their relationship. I don't feel like this relationship is gonna last. So that's why they like a little drama and then get back together. For example, from the same season, Serena and Cordell, they had the same situation. They both coupled up on day one, but instead of staying together the whole time, Serena was being honest to herself and being like, you know, I don't know if I have those romantic feelings towards him. And that made her vulnerable by being single. She was willing to risk her time on the island by being honest with herself. And that's really important. So whenever he went off and did his gossip thing and fucked up big time, and they ended up reuniting after he brought another fucking girl back, most people would be like, wait, what the hell? Why would you forgive him? Because he ended things with that other girl. Like, completely, he was like, you know what? I realized Serena is the one. And then he freaking groveled. He put in the hours to get her back. And once she felt like, okay, I think we can work through this, it was huge. Everyone was like, oh my God, this is a power couple. They just got through something extremely difficult, extremely serious, and it shows that they came out stronger on the other end. The fact that they worked out their problems instead of, like fucking Aaron did, being like, I love you, in a fucking argument, bro, it made a world of a difference. they weren't just doing it for the audience's entertainment, they were doing it for themselves as a couple because they are still together to this day, and they ended up winning the series because the audience freaking loved them so much. But not just that. Aaron was also a contestant on another reality game show called Traitors. I never seen it, but I imagine he was a traitor because he was a traitor in Love Island. He signed up for some other shows too, but it kind of makes you think, like, why did he sign up for Love Island? Like, is he looking for love or was he looking to win the competition, right? I'm gonna give him 1 second of grace, and they are making a Love Island spin-off series, and if he makes everything right, then we'll be okay. Another reality dating show that offers cash prizes to the contestants is Too Hot to Handle, and I think the seasons vary from $100,000 to $200,000 for a cash prize, which is crazy. How come these people are getting paid more than people who are actually like... But the whole point of the show is that you put a bunch of sexy singles into one villa, and these people have a history of being a player. They have history of being lustful, and every time they kiss, massage sensually, or have sex, they take money out of the prize fund, each thing costing a different amount of money. So out of respect for everybody else in the house, and for if they want to win the money, then people would and should refrain from doing these things, right? But all of these people have a history of being players and being lustful, so what do you think happened, you guys? I mean, think of the first people who won that series. Harry Jowsey? Harry Jowsey? I'm not even gonna say Francesca because Francesca was fine, but Harry Jowsey? Shoddy. Technically, everybody split the prize fund, but I think Francesca and Harry were the official winners of the series. But he's the one who spent the most money. Hello! The whole point is who can develop their character the most, who can change their player in lustful ways. And you gave it to Harry Jowsey? And it was not just Too Hot to Handle that he acted like this in. He went on to do Perfect Match, and his behavior was criminal, bro. I tried to watch it myself, and it was literally shit from a butt. I was bored every damn second. So I went on to watch, I think Dylan made a video on Ooga Booga about it, and that's a very good video. You should go watch it. And the stuff that he did, the stuff that Harry did, he was justifying that he was home wrecking relationships. He was literally cheating on the person that he was matched with, and then lied to everybody about kissing her whenever there was literally video footage of them walking off together and their voices were still being recorded. He was saying stuff like, I want to put a baby in you. What the hell?
Oh yeah, I want to fuck you.
I'm trying to get Melinda pregnant. It'd be crazy. But if it's not tall and athletic, we're going to have a problem.
Actually, rest in peace to everyone. Everyone who had to witness that. Oh my God, that was terrible. But people who go on the show know that the whole thing about Too Hot to Handle is to change their ways, to become a bigger person, it's basically a wellness retreat for people who are fuckboys that you would genuinely have to grow or change as a person or pretend to in order to stay on the show, either for the cash prize or for clout. And I have no doubt in my head that every single person who signed up for Too Hot to Handle past season 3 is just trying to get instant followers. Oh, I'm so sorry. Someone had to say it. I'm so sorry somebody had to say it. Another thing is dating shows rarely prioritize the right thing. Which should be meeting people, making connections, testing relationships. But almost every single show has its flaws in its encouragement to that sentiment, right? In Perfect Match, the premise of the show is basically to couple up with new people as they bring in bombshells. Yes, it's basically like every other dating show, except at the end of every single night, they're supposed to match with somebody, and all of the single people, I think, just get sent home, which sounded normal at first. It's like, oh yeah, like a recoupling every night. But the fact that bitches are literally going home as soon as they're considered single is crazy, is it not? Like in Love Island, they allow the people to be single for, 3 episodes or something. So that it feels a little bit more natural to not just cling to people just to stay in the show, right? Like while bombshells come in, if breakups happen, if people are fighting, they're allowed to have space, explore other relationships, and be single instead of just getting sent home as soon as they're not with somebody. But the fact that my all expenses paid trip to the Bahamas could be cut short and my ability to get thousands of followers would be abolished? I have to couple up with somebody tonight. Like, the show literally incentivizes people to just stay in the game by coupling up with anybody they can get their hands on. Another show that encourages the wrong things is Too Hot to Handle, because they are literally punishing people for kissing, which is like the whole point of a dating show, dog. Like, hello? And I'm not saying that you need to kiss people to find out if you're compatible or not, but like, girl, you are bringing on people who are 25 years old and horny. What do you think is gonna happen? But it's for entertainment, so I'm not gonna judge too hard, because neither of these shows have worse morals than the show The Ultimatum and Temptation Island, which are shows that are literally designed to tear real life couples apart. In The Ultimatum, they literally force couples to swap partners. I say force like they didn't sign up to do the show. Like, they weren't put at gunpoint, obviously. The whole show is 100% voluntary. Imagine Nick Lachey is just forcing people to cheat on each other. Okay, Susan, you're gonna kiss Jacob in front of Harry. Okay? No, Chris, please don't make us. Wait, no, I don't want to kiss her either. No offense, but my wife would never forgive me. Now. Chris, no! But they swap partners for what, like 3 weeks in a trial marriage to see, do they really love the person that they're with, or do they want to be with somebody else? They are literally in a 3-week trial marriage with a person that they've literally never met in their entire life to see if they are a better match from their current partner, or if it just makes them realize they deserve better or they want something different. Because the reason that these people are going on the show in the first place is because one person is like, I want to get married, and the other person's like, oh hell no. The show basically just gives the people who are feeling unsatisfied in their relationship an excuse to cheat on each other while being monetized. And it could be blamed on the show. They're like, well, I was on the show and it was a mock marriage. What else was I supposed to do? Not kiss and have sex with them and get them pregnant? Like, what? Come on, you can't blame me too hard. And in the show Temptation Island, they bring in another 4 real couples, and they split up the boys and the girls into 2 separate villas, and they bring in like 1,000 zillion sexy new singles that are trying to tear them away from their partner. And they have no way of communicating to the people in the other villa, so they are not going to be speaking to their partner for weeks. And the villa is filled with 1 million beds, a literal freakiness tent that has no cameras. They have sexy challenges, and the whole show basically encourages them to not be with the partner that they're with anymore, which is like, what? That is the most gut-wrenching thing in the entire world. And if I had to participate in that or witness it, I feel sick. Like, I feel sick just thinking about it. Another thing that pisses me straight off is the stupid ass concepts that they come up with. Like, the execs are sitting at a round table at the Netflix headquarters like, okay, so guys, we're going to be doing dating show ideas today. And just a heads up, my 8-year-old daughter is here. She's just going to be watching our meeting today. So if we could keep our ideas appropriate, that would be great. All right, Jason, do you want to start us off? Okay, so I was thinking something like a dating show where people can't see each other while they're dating. I love it. Maybe we could title it something like Dating from Within. That kind of sounds like a self-love show. Maybe something like Love is Blind? Brilliant. Katie, what do you think?
I think everyone should dress up as animals and date.
You know, like zebra date. Oh, I love it. We definitely need to do that. Jason, are you taking notes? Oh, yeah. Love it. Love it, Katie. Like, the idea Love is Blind is a cute idea in concept. Like,
Oh my god, wait, what if people just fell in love with each other, not by their appearances, but by their personalities?
like that is a very wholesome, good idea in concept. Unfortunately, there is always going to be some fuck-ass man that is in the other side of the freaking cubicle saying, how much do you think you weigh? Could I pick you up if I put you on my back? And then they come up with an idea like sexy beasts. Like, what the hell? Like, what the hell are we doing here right now? Just like a furry dating show? I would watch a real furry show way before I watch perverts dressed like a dolphin talking about literally nothing on a date with each other. And to be honest, Sexy Beasts is one of the most forgettable dating shows I have ever seen. And not to be judgy to these people, it's like, it must be the format of the show where it's like the date lasts maybe 5 minutes of the show and the rest of it is just like them introducing themselves and putting on makeup and then showing the final reveal. But like, we only see one couple of people each episode, right? So it's boring. I don't care about these people. I don't know them. The stakes are low as hell. I don't care what happens. It's boring. On the opposite end of Love is Blind and Sexy Beasts, where you're not able to see each other while you're dating, we have a show like Dating Naked. Why are we dating naked, you guys? Let's put on clothes, everyone. It is a bunch of naked people on an island dating. I mean, I've never seen the show, but I've seen pictures, and Google censored about 99% of the images because it's just naked people dating. I can't imagine a more unappealing thing than watching naked people in 95-degree weather just awkwardly flirting with each other. Bro, we are lucky that TVs cannot detect smell, because if I was smelling sweaty balls for an entire 45-minute episode, I would have canceled my subscription. And clearly I'm right for thinking this because it's earned a whopping 4.4 out of 10 on IMDb. And I think possibly the biggest heartbreak of reality dating shows is the fact that none of the couples ever stay together. Okay, let me not say none of them because there are couples who are still together to this day from dating shows, but I'd say about 97% of couples split. Of the 50 Bachelor and Bachelorette seasons, only 9 couples are still together, which is a whopping 18% success rate. Youch! But The Bachelor is an older crowd, more mature, ready to settle down and all that. Imagine shows like freaking Too Hot to Handle, Sexy Beast, or Perfect Match. I'd say about 4 of the couples from all of those shows are still together. 4 in total. And that's to be expected. These people are too young. They're emotionally unintelligent. We couldn't expect anything more. That doesn't really faze me at all. But the real drama for me is whenever I am watching a series like Love Island and I am literally sobbing over these people's relationships and then they win or end in like 2nd or 3rd place together and then they break up 99 seconds after the show ended. I'm hurting. Like, bro, biggest heartbreak of my life. Like, especially if one of the people ended up being a game player the entire time. Like, bro, after I watched season 5 of Love Island UK with my girl Maura Higgins and Amber and Greg ended the show together, I was like, Amber needed this. I loved them together. They were perfect. They were magic. He made her feel good about herself. And then come to find out, he broke up with her. She was completely blindsided. He goes on to some podcast with a new ugly haircut and highlights, and he's talking about I should have stayed with her for longer so I could have got more support from the Olympics while I was playing. Hello? Like, fuck right off, bro. He went for the most well-loved person in the UK at that point because she was like the UK sweetheart at that point, and he freaking mooched off of her fame so that he can get support while he was playing in the Olympics. I actually hate you. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. But take everything I said before with a singular grain of salt because after all of this Netflix defamation, I have come to set it straight that I love reality dating TV shows. Number 1, because it is entertaining as hell. I literally sit down for days and binge watch shows like Love Island, similar to Rue from Euphoria, except I actually get up to pee and I don't get a UTI from it, but I'm this close to getting there. And number 2, let's not ignore the fact that some of the couples are actually still together to this day and have beautiful relationships. For example, Molly May and Tommy Fury are one of the best Love Island couples to come from the show. And bro, they had a freaking baby. Like, Love Island definitely works for some people, and reality dating shows obviously work work for some people, but not everyone. All I have to say is keep making them. I love mindless media. I want to sit down and eat chip and lie and charge my phone, but also be watching Love Island while I do so. I love people watching. It's awesome. That's my favorite thing to do, my favorite pastime. I used to just sit down in the Target parking lot with my friends and watch people and how they interact. I'm like, what is she talking about? Why did she buy those jeans? Why is she making this return? Why is her baby crying? And it was a lot of fun. And I'd be drinking my Sonic drink, and that's all I'd be doing. Okay, that's all I really have to say. So everybody, I'm gonna need you to drop your dating show ideas below. I'll go first. My idea is something like dating underwater, where everyone is completely naked, of course, and wearing snorkel gear and is going on dates underwater. They can't hear each other. They can barely see each other because there's chlorine getting in their eyes. And, well, yeah, I guess that's it. Okay, well then, bye guys. Love ya. Are you guys ready? I'm gonna eat the mic on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. That was good. Very good.
Zebra date.